Alright, welcome back, Planeswalkers. It's snowing, so I was home for another weekend, so what does that mean? It means time to play some games. And let's continue our Pericle journey. Last time, almost met the end of our two Planeswalkers. I gave them quite a battle against the Abomination. And then this door, they couldn't chisel it, they couldn't unlock it. Remember, I kept rolling fail. And then I kind of used my GM license. No, they get through the door. So actually, technically, I've used my redo button, which you only get one use of in the Pericle app. It says you can only redo one. So otherwise, what happened was you don't get through the door, and you have to go back to the city. And I feel like once we go kind of look inside the door, we'll be back in the city streets before we realize it. So here is episode 9. Holy shit, here we are of Pericle. So let's continue. Get Chandra and Nisa out of the way. And let's see what lies beyond the cryptic door.
Before you lies a large rectangular room. In contrast to the unworked cavern, this chamber has obviously been sculpted and chiseled by hand, though stalagmites and loose rocks lie here and there. Two aspects of this room catch your attention immediately. The floor, which is made up of massive tiles, each with a carving of a rune, and a structure that looks like a mausoleum, wreathed in shadow against the far wall.
Let us continue. The runes. Each hero may make a moderate lore check. Okay, so we'll roll the 20-sided die for Nisa. 13, so no, it's always 16 higher for me. Chandra? No. All heroes have failed. Oh. Something tells me that's going to be very important. Should I bring Nisa? Oh, that's cool. Actually looks awesome. Okay. The massive floor tiles each have a different rune carved into them, but you do not know this foreign language. Although similar, they do not seem to be the ruins of the kingdom of Daria. The mausoleum is made of white marble and is flanked by large statues. The robbed statue on the left holds a staff of gnarled wood, tipped with a glimmering green gemstone. The veiled statue on the right holds a multifaceted, and I'm gonna say red orb in her extended hand. Although the statues look familiar, you do not know they depict, nor can you decipher the runes above the door. And I think that's why I got confused as soon as the screen popped up. I was like, I've never seen that screen before. Because, you know, I'm preparing the games, I try to get the content so I can mimic it for the AotP custom battle sphere that we do, or whatever. Okay. Leave for the city. You will not be able to return. No! I do not want to do that! That's the last thing I want to do. Alright. It always wants you to, and then you can't do the redo. Which, look, maybe it says I can redo. Alright, continue. You stand in the doorway of the mausoleum. Antechamber. Two statues flank the door at the opposite end of the hall. A rune inscription is carved on the wall above the door. You know, enormous stone tiles lie between you and that bar door. Each tile is large enough to hold your entire party. A single rune is engraved on the surface of each and every tile. So we are in this gigantic maze room. Yeah. To see that from afar, there's actually all these different tiles. And we see these mystical runes, and then these beautiful, you know, rich, I don't know, you can tell that there's mana or energy emanating from them, right? That's what I would say. Study the runes on the floor. So what runes are on the floor? The runes on the floor seem to be from the same language as the runic inscription above the far door. Alright, let's see. Let's study the room. Each hero may make either a moderate lore or perception check. Well, didn't I do that already? Yeah, it's the same content. Okay, so I already did that. Search for traps. Chandra, search for traps. Nisa, search for traps. Yeah. Can't really tell looking around in here if there's any traps. Nisa, how are we gonna get to the other side? Can you make some vines so we can swing? Alright, leave the room. Leave for the city. You will not be able to return. No! I want to know what rich secrets lie in the chamber. In the chamber beyond. Alright. Alright, let's get rid of the girls and let's enter this chamber. Bloop, bloop. Enter the chamber. We could see this. Like, oh, what is that? Enter this room. Oh, it's like a bunch of bullshit. Each floor tile is massive, enough to hold the entire party. So, before proceeding, declare which hero or heroes will move. Declare the moving hero for each subsequent move. Your group may only move to one tile at a time. Once you move forward, subsequent movement decisions will be based on the most recent possible. Okay, so I think I'm just gonna make note of their health, kind of just a notepad on my computer. So, which one of these do we start off? Let's see. There were the runic inscriptions that we saw. Let's move to tile 3. You move onto the tile without incident. Oh, I have to. Oh. Who moved onto the tile? Chandra. She's like, you know, Chandra, that firecracker. I was like, alright, well, if somebody's gonna try, might as well be me. Additional party members may choose to move onto the hex tile to take note of the heroes that moved. Okay, so no incidents. We're incident free that time. Okay, so let's see here. Well, let's just keep moving across the room. Let's take a step forward. Move directly forward to tile 3. Oh, let's say Chandra takes another step forward. The gems of the statue at the end of the hall light up. Then a field of energy infuses the tile while you're standing on it, pushes you back to the previous tile. The hero attempt to move takes 1 HP of damage. Armor does not protect against this magical effect. If the hero had previously cast this spell, the force still pushes the hero back, but they do not suffer damage. Well, I didn't know she could play spell. Study the runes above the door again. No, let us continue. Okay. So Chandra took 1 HP. 1 hit. That'll teach you. Is this some kind of puzzle? Nisa, being older and much wiser. Let's see. So let's see. Nisa moves to tile 2. The gem of the statue at the end of the hall lights up, and the field of energy infuses the tile you're standing on, which pushes you back to the previous tile. So she'll take 1 HP. Alright. Nisa takes. We have to put our brains together here. Okay. They are gonna move to the left. Oh, I said they. No. You have to say exactly who. So maybe Chandra. Chandra's like, well, if this way doesn't work, maybe we gotta go this way. So Chandra and Nisa then move that way. Okay. From there, so what did I say that, Chandra? Nisa says, I have an idea, and she moves to this tile number 4. You Nisa cautiously moves onto the tile, and she's relieved when nothing happens. Alright, Chandra then moves up with her. Okay, so now we have Nisa and Chandra on this square here. Let's see. I'm going to. Let's see. So Nisa said, oh, so no. I'm getting like all tripped up, like thinking about the puzzle. I'm also looking at the picture of the runes above the door. So I'm like, So Chandra says, let's do this again. And she moves 1. And she moves onto the tile without incident. Additional parts of Nisa is with her. Now, after that, Nisa says, I think I'm seeing a pattern, and moves to number 4. Nisa said, with a battered breath, moves onto the tile, and nothing happens. Now Chandra steps up. Chandra says, let's give this a try. Chandra moves onto the tile without incident. And now Nisa moves up. Let's see. Nisa says, we're so close. Let's move this way. So one more step. Oh my god! So Nisa steps forward. This gems of the statue at the end of the hall light up. A field of energy infuses the tile she's standing on, and she gets pushed off the tile. Each hero that attempted to move to the tile takes 3 HP damage. Nisa, 4 damage she has taken. She's like, alright. Holy shit! Okay, so that you're so close to the end. Like I'm freaking out. Right? Nisa just took 4 points of damage. Let's see. Oh, seek divine guidance. Can we seek divine guidance? You may seek divine guidance from far the wise, the deity of knowledge, secrets, and magic. However, it is well known that the benevolence of the deities often comes with a price, for they may demand repayment for their assistance in some days to come. Oh! fell down and got hurt. Chandra says she'll try to use Far the Wise. Maybe she remembers the name, and she uses some Planeswalker magic to do that. Oh, seek guidance. Does it have a thing like successful or not? Let me see if I see guidance. Otherwise, I gotta. Don't get to read that. Resume puzzling. Alright. Nisa gets up. Chandra just tried to seek guidance. But, you know what? My roll is always a 16 plus. Make this game pretty hard. I think a lot of the rolls otherwise would be like, yeah, no, he's successful. Yeah, I just want to see how the game plays out that way. It is what it is. It's a game. Okay, we're stuck. We're stuck here. I really gotta go to the bathroom. Okay. Nisa gets up. She drags herself over. She moves this way. She moves onto the new tile without incident. Chandra, is like, oh my gosh! Okay. So, now they're both looking. You know, is it this easy? Can we just move off the last tile? Are we almost to the other side? Who's gonna, so Chandra, Nisa looks at Chandra and she just wiggles her head. She's like, no, I can't risk doing that again. You have to do it. So Chandra moves to tile 3. As your party walks across the final tile, the mausoleum doors open, releasing cool air tinged with the scent of mildew. At the same time, the gems adoring the stone statues on both sides of the entrance seem to glow more brightly. Beyond the threshold, your gaze is drawn to a stone sarcophagus in the center of the room, flanked by funerary urns that line the walls. As your eyes survey the chamber, an unsettling sensation washes over you as the spirits of the deceased are within the chamber, watching your every move. Spirits, sarcophagi, head back to the docks. Okay. So we have solved the chamber's puzzle. Let us inspect the gemstones. The green gemstone seems to be an emerald, and the red one looks like a ruby. You estimate that each of them would sell for between 50 and 80 gold coins each. If one of your heroes wished to attempt to pry the gem from the statues, decide who does so first. A hero. No, so it's not going to be attempts to pry. Yeah, I'm going to change it for Arena of the Planeswalkers. So, Nisa takes like scoundrel, makes her a scoundrel. Pry, no, leave the statue. She now takes the, so repeatedly attempts to remove it. Rewriting this, right, to fit our scenario. Nisa pries the gemstone away from the statue, and now successfully unlocks the ability to have squad creatures! Yeah! Maybe she had to have, like, the power of her anti-mist, thing there. And then, let's leave the statues. Oh, fuck. Inspect this, the gemstone. I have to take the red one for Chandra. Alright, well, I would as a GM, read the same thing for Chandra, that she takes the red ruby out of the other statue, and maybe she sings it into her, what is it, her regulate Chandra's steampunk regulator, and then, you know, now she unlocks her squad creatures. Yay! Oh, what squad creatures are those? Oh, well, you don't get to choose. No, they're gonna be like randomly assigned to you. And I just gave them, I think, the Path Wardens and the Bloodline Nobles. So you think squad creatures that aren't like maybe the best ones in the game, they're like, okay, but let's get them in here and get them to working for us and do some gameplay. So we have accepted the gemstones of the runic room, and now we are going to attempt to open the sarcophagus. The sarcophagus lid is heavy and encrusted with detritus from aeons of undisturbed slumber. One or more of the heroes may successfully take a check to open it. If all the heroes fail, you're unable to open the sarcophagus regardless. Okay. Let's give it a try. Chandra. Nisa. Alright. Let's see. What if they work together? Ooh. A crumbling skeleton greets you as you slide away the lid of the sarcophagus. Most clothing the corpse once wore has moldered and decayed, much like its own flesh. Several items of interest still remain: a golden necklace, a vest, and bracers on the skeleton's wrists. So, all these cool items. And I was wondering, like, oh, if I have them take these guys, should they have artifact equipment cards when they start battles? That's what I'm showing. No, let's see, take the items. Inspect the necklace. This golden necklace ends in a deep red teardrop-shaped stone. I thought we'd have a picture of a necklace. The bearer of Bloodthirster pendant gains fortune on die rolls for crits. Crit die rolls is rolled twice, and best result is used. Okay. Write down all properties of the hero sheet. The information will not be presented again. Yeah, right. Leave with one or more of the items from the sarcophagus. Inspect the vest. Once activated, the Ordric Vest converts damage sustained by its wearer into exhaustion points instead of HP deducted. Cool. Alright. The vest may be worn under armor. Okay. Inspect the bracers. Once per day, these bracers of defense grant the wearer a defense die. So what do we have? We have bracers. Let's see. Bracers, vest, and let's take these items. You leave the sea cave and the pirates behind you, and you make your way back up the cliffside and past the ancient dusk lights ruins. There it is. Alright, they're all set for now. Let us head back to the docks and the city. Okay. Leave for the crescent moon. You open the hidden doorway into the Crescent Moon cellar when no one is watching and slip in undetected. Cool air, scent with citrus and incense greets you, as does the gentle flicker of the candlelight. The chamber is furnished with silken pillows, chairs, and a table, more than enough help. More than enough to help you recover. You may remain in the crescent moon until fully healed. Okay. So, yeah, I guess all the damage that happened to Chandra and Nisa, that will resolve. And now we can, yeah. That's the end, that's the night at the end for these two. Hanging out at our home base. So, back to the city streets. You are on the streets of the city of Volta. Let's see here. The Merchant District, the Bronze District, the Palace District, and the Red District. And then, yeah, are the docks? The sea docks must be here. Maybe some other docks are down here. I think I've been pretty much hanging out in the Red District. Yeah. Okay. So, yeah, I'm not gonna head to the. So, I think now the game, now that I'm in episode 9, the game is kind of. Because I did all that cave adventure. A lot of those runes, actually looking back, deciphering those runes, they actually said to, like, turn around. Like, that room that I was designed in with all the runes on the floor, I think were designed. Kill character. TPK. Total party kill. The city of Porta, I think the game is now at a point where it's like you either do palace stuff or you do merchant stuff. What is it? Because, yeah, palace stuff or merchant stuff or sea dock stuff. But we're gonna stay on the dock of the bay. Composed of many docks. Boardwalks, the buildings cater to the shipping industry. Okay. Let's see here. I think I am going to. Let's see. Back at the sea docks. Let's see here. Sitting on the dock, and now, approach. This is
sitting in the morning sun. I'll be sitting when the evening comes, watching the ships roll in. Then I'll watch them roll away again. Yeah. I'm sitting on the dock of the bay, watching the tide roll away. Just sitting on the dock of the bay, wasting time. I left my home in Georgia, headed for the Frisco Bay. 'Cause I've had nothing to live for.
Yeah, so into the post. I wonder if the music's just fucking too loud now. I probably fucked up this whole episode. Thank the music! Yeah, okay. Thanks for Pericle. The interior of the port is sparse, decorated only with blue leaf banner, a map of Pericle. Okay, yeah, request to speak with the person in charge. Let's see here. The Admiral is a very busy man. Surely he isn't expecting to a rabble such as yourselves. He is, maybe says Nisa. Okay, Nisa. Chandra? Very convincing, Nisa is. I see. The watchman believes you and steps aside. Right away, the Admiral's office is behind the door first to your right. You walk down the hallway and spy the door of the Admiral's office. It sits ajar to a strong smell of tobacco emanates from it.
In contrast to the rest of the Hansa post, the Admiral's office is draped in silks, furs, and other luxurious furnishings. Decorating the walls are polished blades and maps, a lute, and a host of taxidermied animals, the likes of which you've never seen before. A large desk takes up the majority of the room, and upon it is a mess of candles, maps, papers, a wooden pipe, and an assortment of quills. Behind the desk, reclining in a high-backed chair, is a man dressed in noble attire. When you open the door, he is tracing the outline of a dark steel signet ring on one of his fingers. He spies you immediately and offers a charming smile.
I do not believe we've met, friends. Who are you, and to what do I owe the pleasure of your company?
Speak with the Admiral. Pleased to make your acquaintance, Admiral Dwayne Hartgrave, at your service. He greets you, receiving crystal glasses from a shelf and filling them with amber liquid. Taking a sip for himself, he slides the glasses towards you. Your attention is drawn to the prominent ring on his hand, which holds an onyx adorned with silver stars. A thing of beauty, eh? The Admiral turns his hand, allowing the ring to catch the light. It's a symbol of far deity of knowledge. I've never been much of a god-fearing man, but something about this ring calls to me. The Admiral shrugs and settles back in his chair. Now, what's the meaning of this appointment? Ask what the Hansel League knows about the pirates of the Sea Caves. The last adventure. The Admiral looks at you in surprise. This is the first I'm hearing of such an abomination. That is awesome, because we had abomination in the last video. Have you let the guards know? Cultists should be put to the sword, every last one of them. Ooh, it's cultists, huh? To scuff the teeth of Libray's runestones, which were stolen under Hansa's protection. That breaks my heart to hear, Outlanders, that a merchant lost valuable goods. Truly, it does. I'll root out the issue last and responsible, till flesh hangs off their bones. I thank you for bringing it to me attention. Okay, so that's done. Let's see, ask about rumors of strange events in the Thieves District. I know a little about the ghosts of the Thieves District, but I am familiar with the living. Their fears often lead them to concoct tales of the supernatural, but I suspect the reality is more likely vagrants and criminals taking shelter in the abandoned buildings. Okay, so let's see how he feels. So we're gonna see if we think he was lying. So he says, "Lying, Chandra, is he lying?" Thank you. Come again. That's the only option. You sense the Admiral's responses have been sincere. Well, that's good. Makes me feel a little bit better than feeling like he was lying to us. He appeared genuine in his promise to investigate the security lapse regarding the stolen runestones, and his determination to eliminate pirates seemed even more heartfelt. Right. You return to the familiar bustle of the Sea Dogs. Too bad sitting on the dock of the bay didn't work out too well. Let's change this to... That's probably a million times better. been way too far. I'm very sorry for that. You stand at the docks. So, what do you guys want to do? 35 minutes later. So, approach a vessel in the hopes of escaping Porta, return through the Bronze Gate back into the city, await until nightfall, and explore Thieves Guild. Thieves District. I think let's do that. I think the only other thing that I wanted to do was just find the merchant who runestones were stolen. But maybe even talk to Pekka because we have those crystals. But I'm glad we talked to the Admiral. And I think we have to stop here. I'm wondering, yeah, which way do I have to go next? Kind of, which way does the quest actually go? There's no real. I just don't feel like it really tells me I have a clear defined path at the end. I don't feel like I know. I'm going to save the princess and defeat the final boss. I don't have that feeling. It's more open world, and I don't know which way to go. Maybe I have to go to the palace then. But today was about hanging out the docks, so I think I'm trying to explore the dock path right now, and I think we'll call it a night. We'll wait till nightfall. So we didn't die in the room in the room labyrinth. So I'll call that a good. All right. Thanks so much for hanging out, you guys. Happy gaming.